we're losing our sense of civilization through fostering an economic system that allows a minority, a growing minority, to be living in chronic insecurity.
One of the big issues in countries all over the world is growing inequality. And if wages fell behind, that would just exacerbate what I view as one of the central issues of our society.
But other economic and social ordering and reordering is also underway. For example, we've seen that wealth continues to be amassed by the rich. House prices have continued to rise, which locks many out from home ownership or even rent.
Unpaid carers, including parents, black folks, homeless people, those who've been incarcerated, refugees and migrants, being the ones who are already marginalised in society more broadly, then being the most hurt by the poverty machine.
The COVID-19 pandemic revealed just how flimsy and insecure employment as a major institution of capitalist modernity, in which economic security is largely secured for many, can be.
Why do we consider people who cannot find a job, who cannot support themselves, who become homeless or disabled as less than?
The pandemic has made it very clear. We are not all in this together. We are living in a growing corporate dictatorship where some of us are on lifeboats and some of us are sailing on yachts.
And we also have other crises in the here and now. The central one being the climate crisis, which is really focusing questions of degrowth, changes in consumption and conceptions of work.
There's not enough jobs to go around. So why is it that we keep telling people they are less than because they do not have a job? Why can we not institute a system of community and government economic support that is fair, supportive, non-discriminatory, empathic and caring, and supportive to people's social, financial, economic well-being, that cares humanely for those in our society who have need of it?
What would a genuine social security system look like? It's really got three components. So we have to focus on income adequacy. We have to give people autonomy in terms of that positive and negative freedom, in terms of freedom from unwarranted and unjustified and unethical state interference. And we have to have minimal conditionality.
And the canonical definition comes from the Basic Income Earth Network, which defines basic income as a periodic cash payment unconditionally delivered to all on an individual basis without means test or work requirement.
Research is revealing how these unconditional measures made a massive difference to people's lives, only for it to be decreased significantly and then taken away altogether. And when you know of the stories of mothers not having to ration their baby's milk because of the supplement, or people who felt dignified again from not having to front up to mutual obligations, it is rather shameful that such measures were taken away. Perhaps though, through seeing how these unconditional payments actually work for people, perhaps the general mood for unconditional support is changing, where people who had thought that economic security was something you had to work for, saw that they too at any point could need a helping hand.
Many people do wonderful things in our society where they provide things that are not measurable by things like having a job.
Knowing that definitions of basic income, let alone models of what a program would actually look like, are all contested, wherever we land on these questions, none will be a silver bullet. We're excited to engage with you all, respectful and thoughtful people that you are, about where to from here.
And one of the things that's really striking when you talk to people who work on the ground is they all tell you that for people to recover from traumatic life events, get their lives on track, people just need unconditional support to get their lives on track. And, we've heard amazing stories of, what people can do when they're given unconditional support.
There's no reason why we as a wealthy and developed nation cannot have a forward and future thinking plan about how it's possible to do this. And I believe it's actually possible that we could remove poverty from our country if we were to do it. Thank you very much. Uwa Palya.